Hello? You should be able to hear me now. I know this must be very confusing. Please don't panic. My name is Amy, which means your name is Amy, I guess. You see what I see. You feel what I feel. And you can guide me to do what you want me to do. Don't try to remember. Our memories are mingled together. It will take time to find your way through them. I'll do my best to give you a short summary of what happened during the last 10 years. I wish I had more time, but people are waiting for us. People from your time were at each other's throat. The whole climate situation was going downhill. Old conflicts flared up anew, and war spread through the world like cancer that hadn't been cut out completely. But then the inflection happened. An enormous alien spacecraft landed in the desert. That wasn't the inflection. It was what happened when the doors opened. The beings that landed on our planet told us the truth. I mean, all of us, at once. It was completely unbelievable, and it will be to anyone who hasn't witnessed it. But within the fraction of a second, the secrets of the universe were unveiled, and with them came two gifts that the outsiders had brought us. It was technology, really, the gift of flesh and the gift of neon. Two completely different ways of creating the most advanced and powerful tools, which must seem like magic to someone like you. The doors of the spaceship closed again, and the two beings communicating with us left as promptly as they had arrived. You must understand what this did to us. The magnitude of their revelation shifted our worldviews profoundly. We began to revere these beings as gods, and although our knowledge about them is limited, we understand that they belong to two divine families, the Ameshaspentas and the Daiva. Almost immediately, humanity forsook their traditional religions. In their stead arose the Church of Flesh, dedicated to the Amesha, and the Church of Neon, which pledged allegiance to the Daiva. Okay, I have to hurry up. First and foremost, you need to understand the core philosophies of the two divine families. The Amesha value free will, life, chaos, and change. In contrast, the Daiva prioritize order, security, and stability. These concepts aren't inherently contradictory. We recognize the necessity of a balance between the two. Given human nature's tendency towards individualism, it's no surprise that the Church of Amesha attracted the majority. To maintain equilibrium, an agreement was forged between the two churches. The Amesha assumed control of the legislative branch of governance, while the Daiva, acting as the counterbalance, took charge of both the judicial and executive branches. Now, we are an FBI agent working for the Church of Neon, and our briefing is right about to begin. Now.
Ah, Agent Tanner. We were wondering if we would see you today. May I assume the connection was a success then?
Yes, sir. The spirit is cooperative, I think. We are ready for our assignment.
Very well. We will start with something simple so you two can learn to work together. The chief asked us for our assistance in investigating a robbery. Not the most flashy case, but the item in question was a book stolen from the Cathedral of Lytton. The involvement of the Church of Flesh can make things a little spicy, so tread carefully. Your contact on site is Officer McCarthy. Get to the Cathedral ASAP. Dismissed.
Fly, what are you doing here so early?
Cleaning up the streets again.
Sorry, but I already got a partner in a...
Right, I've heard that you've got yourself...
Well, we are still getting... Ramirez seemed... I've taken my gun and the quantum matrix scanner from the locker. This device automatically... Let me give you an example. If this principle applies to both... If the scanner detects extreme values... I better tell Ramirez to watch his stuff. I'm not cleaning up after him. Hey, Ramirez, don't let your stuff lie around everywhere.
Oh, Amy, always looking after me. You're so sweet. What would I do without you?
The Cathedral of Lytton is a masterful display of the power of flesh. Hello, I'm Agent Tan.
Oh no, I'm sorry, McCarthy has left about an hour ago. I just hope he'll— My name is Goodman. I'll do my best. He wanted to meet Let me check my notes. At approximately 2 a.m., Frederick Phelps, the There wasn't much to go on. According to the usher's report.
Don't you find it a bit unusual?
I'm not sure. Perhaps?
I found a toy If you want me to examine or... I was able to transfer the recording to my digipad. It's very noisy. A woman is screaming, but I can't understand. It almost sounds like a different language, but none that I've ever heard.
Hey, where do you think you're going?
I'm here on official business, Agent Tanner, FBI.
A Dava snooping around a church. What a surprise. I've already talked to the police, but sure, go ahead. Waste more of my... I'm the bishop. This is our church. I have to...
I'm surprised to hear the word order from an...
And I'm not surprised that you don't understand. It's an opulent copy of the Echo of Ahura Ma...
I'm familiar with that book. It's a rather standard text.
Well, it might seem mundane to you, but it holds significant meaning and wisdom for our beliefs. However, you're right in a general sense. The content of the book isn't unique. I spoke with Officer McCarthy, and he...
Agent Tanner, how can I be of service?
Have you heard back from Officer McCarthy?
No, he's still underway.
Could you search in the logs if he called?
Sure, just 1 second. He made one call.
Thank you. I'm Agent Tanner, and I have a...
The feds are getting involved.
You're free to go home when...
I was exhausted and left the church early, around 4 o'clock. I called the minister, Laura. She's still out? I have no idea. It was utter chaos. A disturbed woman kept interrupting the mass. I believe she was trying to prove a point, but her... Yes, that's her. The crazy woman from... Maybe the bishop could help.
This sounds familiar. Yes, And you think this is important for the case?
I believe so, yes. That's the woman who called...
You might be onto something. I can't afford any more bad press for the...
Ugh, that must be some kind of...
Sure, I'll withdraw the $15. Sure, I've transferred the paper to your digi...
I've opened the article about the incident at the church. There's a photograph of the woman that caused the disturbance, but no name. Hello again, Sonny. Can you please search...
Of course, Agent Tanner. Here she is, Anna Steele, age 31, last seen by CCTV at Vohumana Station.
Do you have anything else on her in the file?
No, her record is completely...
Hello, I'm Agent Tanner, FBI, searching.
Certainly. Just a moment. Yes, she was here today, captured on CCTV just about 4 hours ago.
She just came in, used the terminal, and left right after?
Yes, it looks like it. Here, I'll give you the...
An interactive terminal that provides information for passengers and tourists. Let's see, 4 hours ago. This must be it. The abandoned station? I've heard of that. Was during the time when the evangelists used the gift without really understanding how it works. Many of these projects failed. Oh, great! The Vohumana station was built These tracks are going no. These tracks are going nowhere. I've found a phone hidden beneath the rumble. If this is I'm not going into these tunnels without reinforcements. These tracks are going How long will it take you to decrypt this phone?
Let me see. And I've got... The phone's got an unusual stable superposition. No, nothing. So that means... Sorry, no. The phone... Let me check.
It's the last number that Officer McCarthy called. So whoever owned... I guess this is my best lead then. I wish I wouldn't have to go... Fly, I need your help. I want...
Oh, you're taking me on an adventure. Sure, meet you at the end. Well, there you are. Finally, ready to go in? Freeze! Now! Fuck!
Fly! Are you okay?
With all that armor, you would think getting shot did hurt less. That bitch escaped through the service tunnels. I don't think we should follow. That's a maze down there.
Damn it! You're right, we would only get lost or ambushed. Let's look around if she left any tracks. I've picked up the... Fly has a point. Venturing in there poses too much risk. We'll arrange...
What the hell is this place?
It's a flesh construction gone wrong. You know, from the early days?
Ugh, freaking flesh breeders, this is disgusting.
Hey, you're not supposed to use that word.
Oh, come on, Amy, look at this place and tell me this doesn't freak you out. By the way, hey, little man inside Amy's head, having fun yet? Ha, I like him. You should keep him.
There's something lying beneath the...
Gross. Is that McCarthy?
I'm afraid so. Look, there's some kind of device. A cavity below the platform. Fly, can you go back to HQ and...
Sure, as long as you're doing the paperwork of what happened here.
Dead? This whole affair is getting out of control. Fine, but be careful.
No sign of the book here. It's crammed full of religious books. The floor beneath the bookshelf is scratched, as if the shelf had been moved a lot. I can't move the shelf. Maybe there's some kind of locking mechanism.
Ma'am, the station is called. Minister Williams arrived and is ready for interrogation.
The plant adds a touch of life.
At home, taking the day off. The shelf? I don't know what you are getting.
Don't play dumb. The shelf has been moved regularly. When
All right, you got me. I'm keeping a bottle of whiskey.
I'd be even more happy if you would tell me how to...
Just push the 3 green books on the bottom shelf and you should hear a click. But hands off my stuff. I know how much was left.
What can you tell me about this shell?
Interesting. That's an old 9mm, almost an antique. It's not easy to get your hands on these. They are mostly sought after because these old guns don't have tracking beacons. They're not only very expensive, but also hard to find. Oh my, what is this thing?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I've found it on McCarthy's body. He was entangled in these flesh tendrils.
Disgusting, poor man. I will see what I can find out about it, but this will take a while. I'll notify you when I've found something.
Ha! Got it. It's crammed full of religious... The missing book is missing some pages. Maybe someone had been messing around with it. I should ask the bishop about that. I found the book. It was in...
Oh, that's great. So this has all been just a bit...
An officer is dead. I would not call that a misunderstanding. The echo of Ahura Mazda is missing some pages. Here, have a look.
I don't see any pattern here. They seem very random. Laura has probably not taken very good care of the book. I wouldn't read too much into it.
I'm not so convinced. I'll have to keep the book as evidence for now.
Fine. The book is easily replaced.
I think we should call it a day. Let's go home. Okay, here we are. I think I need to explain something. When I said that Jeff and I share an apartment, what I should have actually said is that he owns this mind-blowing penthouse, and I live there with him. No, we are not in a romantic relationship if that's what you're thinking. He appreciates the companionship, and there's a mutual physical attraction between us. I've taken a glass. Carcosa might not be pretty, but the city is remarkably alive. Cheers to the minister! What a day! And you know what? It's nice not to have to drink alone.
I'll be at the office for the next few days. I've left some of your favorites in the fridge. See you soon.
Oh, chicken parmesan! However, I'm not really hungry after today. I might have it for breakfast then. You've noticed it. Well, I guess it's hard to overlook. Yes, sometimes I spend the night in there. Consensually, of course. But what about you? Does this make you uncomfortable? Okay, you know what? We'll go easy on it for the time being, and if you want out at any point, just say it. This was your first day. Believe me, cases are not always that exciting. Tomorrow will hopefully shed some light on the whole mess. We have a body and probably a very weird murder weapon, but there are still so many open questions. Who is Anna Steele really, and why would she steal some random book pages and murder a cop? Well, these are questions for another day.